The first event from Oval Park on Thursday night was taken out by Man of Silver.
Now they're set and away they go in the first lead. Return jumped out pretty well. Showing good speed was Bowmeg. Second out wider, One Desire was third. Close in behind them next was Man of Silver from Split Eclipse. They were followed third last by Little Effigy. Second last Run Alone, and last of all was Remo Rocket. Down the back they head. Bowmeg went to a clear lead now, 2 lengths in front. Out after it is One Desire. Further back in the field, Man of Silver running on from Split Eclipse, dropping out of its lead. Return in the gap to Little Effigy. They turn for home 3 in line. The inside One Desire. Man of Silver coming out of it. Down the outside was Split Eclipse, but Man of Silver gets clear and wins. Perhaps One Desire second, just in advance of Split Eclipse.
Running 30-80 Man of Silver and started at 55-10, and the favourite in the event missing out, running a disappointing race. The second event on the program was a real roughie, 20-1 in the first leg of the double. Darville's Host.
Away and racing. Speed Chase missed it from the inside, but was gathering speed, going quickly. Darville's Host goes to the front. Reign Supreme was in second placing. Was a bit wide on the track, railing up Speed Chase. Further back in the field then was Dawnley Star getting through along the inside to be fourth. Now out wider on the track, Bristol Swamp going forward. Totem Surprise was well back in the run from Generous, and 5 lengths away then was Full On Fours. Off the back straight though, Darville's Host is the one to beat. It's a length and a half clear of Speed Chase. 4 lengths away then Dawnley Star. Bristol Swamp can't win. It's still Darville's Host in front. It's going on to score. It wins 2 lengths on the line. Second Speed Chase, third Dawnley Star a half.
Yes, at 20-1, 30.99 Darville's Host, and although the time wasn't anything flash, it certainly destroyed most people's doubles for the night. That was the first leg. Here's the second leg.
Away and racing, and out pretty well was Racing Demon. Bowlander away only fairly. Deloka Flower and Fab Sun rather was showing speed round the first turn. Tassie Devil was in behind them. Next along Bowlander rather was about fifth. 2 lengths into Mellow Diver. Its outside was Rosemain, and 4 lengths away moved to gold down the back. Deloka Flower found itself about 4 lengths clear now. In second placing, getting right through along the inside. Mellow Diver was coming home quickly. Bowlander was caught up in a crush there with Tassie Devil and Racing Demon. Into the straight, Deloka Flower in front. Mellow Dive on. There's one on the inside, Rosemain. They go to the line. It's Deloka Flower ahead clear. Mellow Diver second.
Little cheat, wasn't it, Rosemain? Taking the shortcut home, but unfortunately that's not quite allowed, and it was disqualified from the race as you'd duly expect. But the winner of the race, and Punter still couldn't get a favourite up. It started Deloka Flower at 5-1. We go to the first leg of the treble.
Yeah, they're off and running in race 4. Away well was Little Big Time, goes straight to the early lead from Midori, though, coming on the outside quickly now to take up the running. Midori goes to the front. Indian Joe coming across gets to second. Back on the inside, Little Big Time around the outside then. Next along went King Supreme from Rustic Slip away. 5 lengths away Dingan Spice. Another 3 then to Spanish Chorus, and 4 lengths away was Time Signal half around the bend. And Midori the one to beat. It's a length clear. Indian Joe to be outside. Around the extreme outside then was King Surprise. Supreme rather getting to the front near the line. Indian Joe, and I reckon Indian Joe ahead. Second placing on the inside, Midori.
And so the first favourite came up in the fourth race of the night, the first leg of the night's treble, and rather appropriately that favourite Indian Joe saluting in the Father Christmas handicap. Here's the second leg of the treble.
Now away and racing, Timmy Tangles began well, so too did Bay Supreme, and out wider dashing Belinda and railing up. Limby Lee goes to the front. Bay Supreme forced a bit deep, getting through on the inside. Red Cavalcade. Timmy Tangles has switched to the inside. McDowell gets clear of Bay Supreme, which was checked again. Getting past it was Busy Blade. Further back in the field then dashing Belinda. Well back in the run then is All Story and Last Time's Wonder off the back. There's trouble there. Timmy Tangles taken off the track by Limby Lee and getting through Red Cavalcade. But Bay Supreme is out after it. Red Cavalcade in front. Bay Supreme coming out, they go to the line. Bay Supreme ahead, Red Cavalcade. Timmy Tangles.
Yes, and well judged there by commentator Peter Smith. Bay Supreme getting up in the last stride, and the favourite Timmy Tangles was in all sorts of bother, as you saw there and heard in the call, and certainly must be forgiven for that failure on Thursday night. Here's the last leg of the treble.
Shortly then away, Flying Nonsense flew the boxes, went straight to the front of load. Jempix Pandy kicks up and leads now. Flying Nonsense was second on the rails. Scenic Spar was back to last. They raced to the back straight. Jempix Pandy by 2. Around the outside, Dano Pandy. Flying Nonsense the inside. 2 lengths Red Surprise Darwin. 3 away then West Coast Boy from Supreme Scandal. Still last Scenic Spar off the back. Jempix Pandy in front, but here's Flying Nonsense coming quickly now. Further back in the field, Red Surprise running on. Flying Nonsense goes to Jempix Pandy. Red Surprise running on. But it's Flying Nonsense for the title. It wins a length. Getting up the second, Red Surprise.
Yes, and taking out the Coca-Cola Sprint Final for 84 Flying Nonsense at good odds of 8 to 1 if you manage to back it, but a lot of people stuck with the pre-race favourite, and they sent it out the race favourite, Scenic Spa. It disappointed. We go to the 7th.
Away they go, and Sam Fame was away pretty well. Well, last out was Lead Roll. Also away slowly was another Dingan. They go to the first turn. Sam Fame headed off now by Dutch Fremantle out in the centre of the track. Back on the inside, Sam Fame was still there out wide of Bidista, and here's Lead Roll railing right up to go up towards the lead. Further back in the field then was another Dingan, with second last was Young Dingan, and 4 lengths away was Dawn's Melody. They race to the back straight, and Dutch Fremantle out in the centre was the leader, but here's Bidista going quickly. Now Lead Roll was able to get a clear run through, and it goes to second. Wider out also running on another Dingan. They race off the back. Bidista got 2 lengths. Lead Roll second. 3 lengths away then was another Dingan. Bidista was still nicely clear as they turn for home. Lead Roll can't get it, I don't think, and Bidista is going to go on and score. Bidista 3 lengths Lead Roll. About 5 or 6 away then.
Well, Bidista, who's been racing very, very consistently over the past 2 or 3 months, scoring yet again in the distance came to Angle Park. Lead Roll, as you can see there, it's a desperate railer. It did get bulked a couple of times, and that probably contributed to its defeat, but I still think it had plenty of time to pick up Bidista.
Darville also began well out wide, and in the centre was Regal Spice going to the first turn. It got squeezed out. Going around them, further back in the field, rather behind them now was Charming Billy. They were followed after a gap by Rosemunda Flash. Into the straight they come. Chief Diver clear by 2.5 lengths now. Second Charming Billy with Darville on its outside. 4 lengths further back then to Regal Spice. They were followed by Rosemunda Flash, 3 lengths for Leach, and 3 lengths last was Leader's Prince. They go into the back. Chief Diver the leader, joined out wide by Ian. Now Charming Billy, and trying to rail up on them Darville. Charming Billy went to the front. Darville was trying to get up on its inside. Around them still there was Chief Diver, and 3 lengths away, running on fairly well as they turned for home. Regal Spice into the straight. The leader was Charming Billy, coming in it again. Chief Diver on the outside. I reckon maybe on the inside Charming Billy. It's tight between Charming Billy and Chief Diver.
Well, a few ifs and buts in there, and the time tells the tale. What did they run? 45.43, and I think the picture also gave you the true impression of what was happening in that race. And, well, it was the Noel handicap, but it turned out the No Hope handicap for punters. The winner started at 50 to 1. We go now to the Yuletide Stakes and Famous Etzel.
Began pretty well, so too was Dusty Jones, showing good speed from the outside. Harry Prince was going quickly. Kookaburra Red was there in the centre. There's a bit of a jam up. Kookaburra Red and Harry Prince went deep, and Dusty Jones went to the front now by a length and a half, floating dollar. Famous Etzel was getting through in the centre, getting going again. Kookaburra Red out wide. Also Harry Prince now running on. Further back then was Princess Hope, Bow Chase, and last of all Recital about to turn for home. It's Dusty Jones on top. Coming at it though is Famous Etzel on the outside, and very deep Kookaburra Red. Famous Etzel gets to Dusty Jones and scores. Famous Etzel first, maybe Dusty Jones second.
31.20 Famous Etzel there, saluting in the ninth at 7 to 1. So not too many favourites successful on the night, and that was just about the case until the last. But at last, a favourite did put punters back in a winning frame to go home with.
The away and racing missed it. Shining Path and away quickly. Balmock was the early leader. Lucky Aim was showing good speed. Brinky's Best was trying to rail up on them and was now doing so. And Brinky's Best went to the front, but shortly afterwards Shining Path found a beautiful opening and went to the front. There's one down and out. It looks like the Blue Dog Balmock. They head down the back, and Shining Path found itself 2 clear of Shimmelong now. Zillong rather in third placing on the outside. Brinky's Best further back was Lucky Aim from Balkan Star. They turned for home though, and Shining Path was nicely clear, holding the other one Zimmelong, and Shining Path goes on to win about 3 lengths just over Zimmelong. In second placing about 6, third placing about 6 lengths away then was
15 to 10 favourite to Shining Path.